You mentioned that internet access is seriously controlled by the regime. Many of us here are probably familiar with Yoani Sánchez, the blogger, who manages to get messages out from Cuba, and I'm told by the organizers that we're trying to connect with her now. What's the latest on that?
Está bien, bueno. Primero, quería decir buenas tardes, enviar un saludo a los presentes.
And send a message of salutations to those present. I know that you all people have suffered with respect to the human rights in their respective countries. I lament not being able to be physically present with you there. My absence in this summit is further evidence how Cubans have our rights to enter and exit of our own country. Fortunately for me and for many Cubans, technology has permitted us to project our voice both inside and outside of the island, to be able to reach those places where our government does not permit us to travel. But the path to end the censorship and the state monopoly over information is still a very long one for us. Precisely of that topic, I want to speak to you today. Of the civic drama, of the personal civic drama that signifies not being able to access massively the new technologies and especially to the internet. We are a nation detained in the 20th century. We're still today, to navigate on cyberspace, we need to pass through an ideological filter or pay a very high price that is inaccessible for our salaries. Only the very reliable functionaries, the foreigners in our national territory, or the communicators from our official sector can have access to the internet from their homes. The rest of the Cuban citizens are condemned to the blocking, the information blockade. And for that reason, today at this forum, I want to denounce the crimes against connectivity that the Cubans are suffering. In not permitting us to gain access to other information, which are not the media financed by the regime, by the only permitted party. The citizens of this country are being victimized of a crime against journalism and of mafia. It is a violation against our rights to know what happens outside and inside of our national frontiers. Nevertheless, despite these restrictions, human rights activists, nonconformist citizens, nonconformist artists are finding the path to express and spread their voice. The magnificent tool of the blogs and Twitter has served us as a substitute to the free press that we do not have. From the small countries in the east of the country, from places where no one has ever seen a computer connected to the internet, through cell phones, Cubans are able to tell their story, to tell our story. Messages going out through Twitter are like an SOS, a call for help that is able to leap over the wall of control. Technology has protected us. We have avoided on many cases that the repression would be excessively harsh with us. Each minute that passes that we Cubans are not permitted the massive access to the new technologies are years and years that we remained behind professionally and civically. The international community, please, should pressure so we could feel individuals of this millennium, so that we can interact with each citizen of the world on an equal basis. To get information today is to get democracy for tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Ms. Sanchez, I want to thank you on behalf of all of us in this room. We're very inspired by your words, and we look forward to meeting you someday in a free and independent Cuba. Thank you very, very much.
Bueno, muchas gracias a ustedes y espero la próxima vez estar físicamente.